everybody, my name is Perez. I play saxophone with the Houston Jazz Orchestra, and today I'm going to be walking you through some of the 2022 TMEA Jazz Saxophone Etudes.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One, two, 1, 2, 3.
So that was my take of the confirmed etude. In one of the excerpts, I tried to play only some of the very simple melodies. This is based on the Charlie Parker tune, Confirmation. And if you're not familiar with that tune, there's a lot of chord changes in it. But we can kind of distill that down to some of its most basic elements if you're not used to dealing with those chord changes yet. So what I did is I just worked with the 1 chord, which in concert key is F major. We did that for 4 bars. And then we moved to the 4 chord, which in concert key is B flat major. We did that for 2 bars. And then we went back to the 1 chord, F major, for 2 bars. And then we did that for both A sections. Now on the bridge, we go to the 4 chord again. We go to the major 1 for 4 bars. That's B flat concert again. And then for the next 4 bars, we can think about that as B flat minor. So we can still think about that as the 4 chord. So really there's only 2 chords, one of them is major, one of them is minor. And then we went back and did the same thing on the A section. If you start out with just some of those basic materials and mess around with those scales and make sure you pay attention to your rhythms and good time feel, I think you'll be off to a good start with this etude. So the second solo, I tried to go and dig deeper into some of the chord changes that we see on this etude. So I tried to outline all of the chord changes that are written on here with arpeggios up to the ninth. So if you're following along, you can follow along on your etude and do your arpeggios along up to the ninth. And then when I was constructing my solos, I tried to do it in 2-measure phrases, one going into the 3rd measure and then the 4th measure into the 5th measure. Trying to stay consistent with that, because that's a lot of how Charlie Parker approached these tunes. And then when we got to the bridge, we did a little longer phrasing. So if you work with that, playing off of that first bar and then going from the 2nd into the 3rd and then the 4th into the 5th and so on, you kind of develop some kind of ways of maneuvering and making these chord changes make some phrase sense rather than just trying to arpeggiate every single one. So try that out. Hopefully that's helpful to you, and don't forget to work on including rhythm and articulation and style, and I think you'll be all right. For more tips and tricks like this, make sure you follow the Houston Jazz Orchestra on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Good luck on your auditions. Hope everything goes great for you guys.